On today's video, we are going to discuss 12 signs of introvert hangover. Yes, it's real. Does this sound familiar? You have spent all day with your family and you are so exhausted that you can barely see straight. You are both mentally drained and physically tired. Other people show no signs of slowing down, but you are fighting a massive energy slump, and you ask yourself, what's wrong with me? It's not that you don't love your family. Some parts of the day were actually fun, but after so much socializing, you feel like you've ran a marathon. If this has happened to you, well, there's nothing wrong with you, and you're not alone. You're probably an introvert, and you're experiencing something that's been dubbed into introvert hangover. Every little thing is getting on your nerves. When you have an introvert hangover, minor annoyances have the power to completely frazzle you. Under normal circumstances, you'd react with only mild irritation to misplacing your keys or your significant other's snaky comment, but not now. An introvert hangover might throw you into a full-blown meltdown, complete with tears, biting sarcasm, insults, and raising your voice. It's not unusual for even very loving couples or friends to get into vicious fights when one of them is socially exhausted. You are struggling to make decisions. You are having trouble making decisions about even simple things. Do you want a slice of pumpkin pie or cherry? The decision shouldn't be so hard, but it is. When it comes to bigger issues, you might find yourself going over and over the situation in your head to the point of exacerbation. You are looking for the one bit of information that will reveal the correct path, but due to your exhaustion, your mind can't pin it down. You can't think clearly. Similar to previous point, your brain is so fatigued and it feels like a pile of mush. It seems to be processing everything in slow motion. You might struggle to recall the details of things that you should know easily. Your speech changes. You might speak slower with extra long pauses between your words. You might say words close to what you mean but ain't exact. Dessert becomes candy, and where's my coat becomes just a fair gesture. If you're extremely fatigued, you might even come across a little drunk, even if you have had little or no alcohol at all. You might run your words together or mispronounce or slum them, which happens to me all the time. You feel physically unwell. Again, in extreme cases, some introverts report getting headaches, muscle aches, dizziness, or upset stomachs. You are tired, like really tired. If someone offered you a quick spot to nap, you'd take it in a heartbeat. You are sluggish and don't have any energy. When you get home from the social event, you are too exhausted to do much of anything. You crash on the couch, skipping your normal evening routine, or go to bed right away. You are so tired that it feels like you've done an intense workout at the gym. You are zoning out. You just can't keep your mind on what's going on around you. Someone is talking, but you are not really hearing what they are saying. You have a blank look on your face as your mind drifts away, thinking about absolutely nothing. Or you are daydreaming, getting lost in your imagination. If you are like me, you'd find yourself thinking deep, somewhat trippy thoughts about the origin of the universe, parallel dimensions, the possibility of life on other planets, and what it all means. You feel anxious. For some quiet ones, an introvert hangover exacerbates their social anxiety. They'll feel extra nervous or panicky in social situations, and they worry quite a bit that they'll be judged negatively by others or say the wrong thing. They might have an overwhelming desire to escape the social event. You feel depressed. Some introverts spiral into negative or depressed thoughts when they are fatigued with an introvert hangover. They find themselves being overly pessimistic and cynical, and they question decisions they've made in their lives. You are not acting like your normal self. Other people can tell something's up. You are not your usual cheerful or kind self. You just can't do polite chit-chat anymore. You have run out of small talk. You are craving for a conversation of deeper sustenance. You have an intense desire to be alone. When you are suffering from an introvert hangover, all you want to do is to be alone. You want to curl up at home in your pajamas with a good book or your favorite television series. You put your phone on silent, close your bedroom door, and do some much needed self-care. Your significant other or roommate might be allowed to hang out with you as long as they don't talk or expect much from you. So what causes introvert hangover, and why do we actually get introvert hangovers? Because introverts are particularly susceptible to social burnout. Socializing can overstimulate us. It has to do with the way we are wired. Compared to extroverts, we are more sensitive to noise and other forms of stimulation because of the way our brain responds to the feel-good neurotransmitter dopamine. We just don't get the high of socializing like those extroverts do.